If you are an upcoming high schooler or middle schooler and you view yourself as someone who's good at writing, or if you're just better at designing presentations and making them look pretty, if you like public speaking and just talking to people, or you want to gain these skills, then I think you should start to consider joining DECA. I know, DECA is talked about all the time, but a lot of people don't actually know what it is. And when people come up to me and ask me what is DECA, it's not something that you can just answer in one sentence. So I'm gonna jump into the real content. What will you do as a DECA student? You get to compete in 2 events. Before I go any further, what is competing in DECA? Well, it's actually not what people think. You don't go up on stage and present to a bunch of people. You gotta do 2 things as an Alexandria DECA student: a written event and a role play. Well, basically there are a bunch of categories of written events. If you're a passionate person who has great ideas, you can consider a hypothetical startup business plan, where you get to write about starting up your own business and why your business is going to be successful. But you don't actually have to make the business in real life. That's another event. But what I think we do so well in Alexandria is working with local businesses and researching ways that they can improve. And then after you get all of your new ideas, you gotta put it all in a paper. You basically put in information in a slideshow, and you get to tell the judge face to face what you did in your own words. Now, don't worry, you can do this in teams of 1 to 3, sometimes even 4, depending on the plan. Now, if you're someone that's good at improv, you'll basically get sat down and handed a scenario of a problem. You'll obtain the role of maybe a manager, a business leader of some sort, and try to present to the one judge your solution in those 10 minutes. It's completely on the spot, so if you're good at improv, maybe this is for you. We've always been successful in having the most students make it to the state competition, which is in Minneapolis with all the teams around Minnesota. And then the highest level of competition is ICDC. And you can make it for your written event or for your role play when going to ICDC. You can see that after all your hard work, it's very rewarding to go to the international level competition. Our DECA organization is extremely involved in the community today. Not only did I get to work with multiple businesses that I was interested in, like the police department, the Hoops District, or theaters in town, but I used my involvement in DECA to start videotaping everything that we do. And just through being in DECA, I've gained so many opportunities. And I've had the opportunity to create videos for businesses around town. So it's also just a great way to get opportunities from people in the community. That's a lot of information, but I think it's very important to know what we do. So, if you're somebody who has great ideas, is very passionate, has or wants good writing skills, same with being able to design papers or graphics, maybe even create videos, or can just talk and connect to people, then I think you should heavily consider joining DECA as a high schooler.